As we come on the air, the number of coronavirus cases jumps to 500 in the U.S. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Isabel Rosales. Tonight, the U.S. Department of State recommends all U.S. citizens, but especially those with underlying health conditions, not to travel by cruise ships. That's different from what state leaders are saying today. The news coming as another ship finds itself at the center of the coronavirus scare, this one off the coast of South Florida. Our McKenna King is live at Port Tampa Bay, where Senator Rick Scott is revealing precautions taken to prevent further spread of the virus. McKenna, what are the senator's recommendations here?
Well, Isabel, Senator Scott announcing today healthy Americans can continue to travel, but this is different than what the U.S. Department of State is saying. They're saying that all U.S. citizens, but especially those with underlying health conditions, should avoid travel by cruise ship. Now, Senator Scott saying today that the airline industry and the cruise line industry here in Florida are taking extra precautions to ensure all trafficked areas are clean. Now, joined by Mayor Castor, the Hillsborough County Sheriff Chad Chronister, CEOs of both Tampa International and Port Tampa Bay, as well as Border Protection. Senator Scott said Florida state government is working to be as transparent as possible regarding coronavirus cases in the state. He says the cruise line industry is preparing to test passengers while they're out at sea. Also saying the cruise line industry is working on a list of guidelines regarding quarantining and what to do if a patient develops the coronavirus while on board. Still, they recommend healthy Americans continue with travel plans, but those with health issues reconsider.
What they're saying and what they said yesterday when I was with them, if you have a chronic issue and your immune system is compromised, you ought to really stop and think about, should you, be going on a cruise ship? Should you be flying? Where should you be?
The CEO of Port Tampa Bay did not comment on how many Florida-based cruise ships are currently out at sea. We do know today the Regal Princess cruise ship remains off the coast of South Florida near Fort Lauderdale while they await coronavirus test results of 2 crew members on board the ship. Now, Senator Rick Scott saying today the cruise line industry will have their list of recommendations and extra testing procedures while out at sea available on Tuesday. Reporting in Tampa, McKenna King, ABC Action News.
Thank you, McKenna. We'll see if they get on the same page here with these recommendations. And minutes ago, Senator Scott sending this letter to the Department of Homeland Security and to the health departments for Santa Rosa and Lee counties. He is demanding more transparency following deaths in those counties. He calls the lack of publicly released information on these cases, quote, alarming, and asks for details like flight information for these patients and when the CDC was notified of their deaths.